Welcome back. If you're on the YouTube end, as my green screen is eating my face due to the grass, we are going to move on with the ice tower. Little diversion. Didn't go anywhere, so we're just gonna move right on up. I don't remember much about the ice tower. I remember the water tower, and I vividly remember the darkness tower. Ooh, wait. Wait, I think we get our sibling in this cutscene. Yeah. Even though I've tried to stop you, you still crossed through the abyss gate, didn't you? Hi, Destel. You shouldn't have come here because this place, Nodragrand, it's going to kill you. Something important's come up, so there's no time for me to explain it to you now. Sorry, but I have to go. Hey, Exelin. Maybe it's still not too late. You should leave this world while you still can. Is that you, Exelin? Thank goodness I caught up. Something the matter? You were just standing there, staring off into nothing. I don't think you'd believe me if I told you. So that's the ice tower, isn't it? It's different from the fire tower. So graceful. So luminous. So cold. Let's get moving. I'll be following right behind you. Is it the Ice Realm, or the next one that has the funny, freaking shroom-induced magic door? Heroes 3, and they include characters from 11, 10, and Die. Cough, cough, and Lucia will be playable. And I said it years ago. We will get a Dragon Quest Heroes 3 with a playable and Lucia before a localization for 10 is even a twinkle in somebody's eye. It's, I mean, oh, well, I said the thing. I said DQX localization, so now I have to push the button.
There are no plans for a worldwide release.
And yeah, this is version 3. They set up a lot for version 4 well in advance. Funny Mushroom Men is this one. Okay. Ugh, that DQ8 overworld. So good. Oh, I forgot they actually had, like, moving platform stuff here. I am a sister here. I am conducting a trial to determine who should be admitted to the Ice Tower. If you wish to qualify for the Ice Tower, you may take the trial. Would you be interested? I understand. Now please bring back the first trial entry pass that you get by defeating the Angola Lizard in the Frosty Ice Field. This is also necessary for the trial to test the skill of the challenger. I have scattered the pass to the Angola Lizard. Please come back when you have successfully obtained it. Goodbye! Oh, wait. Tactus partially visited Estoltia before, but not full visit. Covered version 1, 2, and 5 briefly. And even then, the, I will die on that hill. The DQX content in DQ Tact is not very, I will not take that. Because it's in a spin-off mobile game, I'm not taking any of that, of how they localized it, as how it will be localized in a full thing. And I don't think anyone should. Because all of it was localized very clearly without full context. Shaka. Ugh. It's so bad. It's so bad. Yeah, like, you know what's even worse? Asval and Valeria were barely touched. They went with the Asbal or whatever it was, but Valeria still has her normal name. They changed Shaka just to piss me off, I swear. Ugh. Lendesria became Rendesria. I mean, that one's an argument with L's and R's, but it doesn't sound good. Lendesria just sounds better, and that's even putting aside my bias. Then you have Grand Zatenia. Why? Or whatever they called it. It was... I don't think it was directly Grand Zatenia, but I remember somebody telling me it might be a joke of 10 in German, and it's like, another 10 pun. To go along with the 10 ton and everything else. You got me on the angry Dragon Quest X bad localization topic. Receive the trial entry passkey item. What's the other one we have to do? I forget. Just that one? The fat dino? Didn't we just kill the fat dino? Yeah, we just killed the fat dino. What's the other one? I think the other's a question. Maybe. That sounds right. Back when it's a mobile game designed to have Dragon Quest fans surrender their hard-earned gold to some characters from the series. Pretty much. I expected to still be treated with the quality of Dragon Quest, and fancy that. They sure did. And yes, that is a jab at the American localization team. Here's the of the first trial entry pass. It's good. We will now begin the first trial of the Ice Tower. I've heard plenty of people are dissatisfied with 11's localization as well. I haven't looked into that to know, there was no exception, yeah. I haven't looked into 11 to see why so many people dislike that one's localization who have played the Japanese, but once I do, I'm pretty positive I'd agree. Inhale deeply, closed your eyes, and prayed to the heavens. For issues, that's weird. Oh, I've heard a few. I'm going to ask you 3 questions to see if you qualify, and I would like to know your thoughts on these questions. Now, question 1. What does this first trial entry pass that you brought look like? I didn't open my thing. I would have to ask again. Again, I said I hadn't looked into it. I just remember hearing things. I'm gonna get this wrong immediately. Why are both of these the same? Well, that's good. Next question 2. You were shot from afar with a bow and arrow, but thanks to your excellent sense, you were able to notice and dodge it. What is this sense? None of these? Being able to sense a presence. Be hearing? Final question. A new vocation is opened up to you as an adventurer. What is that new vocation? What? None of this is coming out right. What were the new classes in version 3 were none of these? Oh, text from the server. You're so bad. I'm not sure if you're qualified to join the Ice Tower, but I'm afraid you're not. If you want to qualify, try the questions again. Ugh. Oh, God damn it. I didn't look at the items still. This is annoying. All right, do I still have that key item? First trial entry pass. It's got 4 sides. I don't remember what the answers to this were, and it getting butchered by the machine translation here is not helping. Vision and Assassins are the are the other answers. Knight. Assassin. I feel them so credentials you demonstrated. Okay. And either way, that got butchered. With the Spirit of Ice, you have to spirit to withstand much cold. You will not be defeated by the freezing air of the tower. So to receive qualification, enter the Ice Tower. Oh, and riding a guest, yeah. Now I can devote myself to being a sister. The door's open. Alrighty. Shoot. Boop. The shroom door. Right, they make you go back to Estoltia. Ugh. I thought we'd finally gotten inside, but where exactly are we? Excellent look. How are we supposed to get all the way up there and open that? This must be the second trial to test those who climb the ice tower. Wait, isn't that written in Puku script? It is! Come take a look at this, too. I can read that, but why can you? Oh, you know what? Trace the mushroom's origin to a faraway land and unite the hearts of the three mushrooms with your hand. When their hearts have been united, the path ahead you shall be guided. Unite the hearts of the three mushrooms. Do you have any idea where this faraway land is? It's Zion time, baby! Long time no see, Excellent. It's me, Xion. I was curious to know what you've been doing since we last spoke, so I thought I'd reach out. It looks to me like you've entered a new realm. I'm relieved that your journey is going smoothly. But I can tell something has you feeling down. If there's any advice that you need, I'm more than happy to help. Excellent asked Xion about the mushrooms in the ice tower. A trial to connect another realm, I see. Excellent, if you would, please face the handy horse to the mushrooms so I can see. These mushrooms, there's no doubt about it. I'm sure you've seen these mushrooms. I'm sure you've seen mushrooms very similar to these somewhere before, haven't you? On the northern part of the Pukuland continent in Estoltia, there's a place called the Popolia Mushroom Mountain. There are 3 large mushrooms there in similar color. Perhaps there is some sort of connection. I think you should return to Estoltia, Excellent. You may find some clues there. There's no need to worry. I'm sure you'll find the answers you seek. Good luck, my friend. She's just reveling in it. Wow, that was what amazing ventriloquism. Even after seeing it twice, I don't think I'll ever get tired of seeing it. Besides, I believe that you had an idea of the place you needed to go and was able to remember it, correct? And were able to remember it. Stultia. But why would the trials to connect the realms have clues hidden in such a faraway place like Stultia? Well, there's no use thinking about it. I won't be able to accompany you, so I'll wait here until you get back. If you find anything, please come back here. I wish you the best of luck. So it's not puppets that she necessarily likes as much as it is stuffed animals. Being from the fire realm, she doesn't really have the chance to get those. Alrighty. Redeemed do a Duolingo lesson on stream. For that, I'm gonna drop, just because YouTube end can't see the funny Zion emotes because I was hiding chat during cutscene. Amazing. Alright, we're gonna pause the background recording, so there may be a funny audio gap here for you guys on the YouTube end. Bringing back in the background recording for YouTube. Sorry if there's a weird audio cut there, guys. I just cut out the Duolingo lesson so you guys don't have to sit through that on the YouTube end. But, are we going back to the Popola Mountain? Yeah, one of my redeems is a Duolingo lesson where it does just that. Just make me do a Duolingo lesson on stream. Only 3 can be redeemed for a stream once an hour. Alrighty. Let's go get high on some shrooms. It's not even a joke. There's our first one. Yay. Will we see the legendary tiny power-up after 3,000 years? They're called Mario and Luigi. Eh. I don't remember who I was hanging out with who was doing this a few months back that was dying. It's a very large blue mushroom. Would you like to examine the mushroom? Excellent, examine the mushroom carefully. Suddenly, the mushroom started talking. Oh, thank you, Ghost. Uh-huh. Hey, what is it? What did you say about touching people's bodies? You want to unite the hearts of the 3 mushrooms? Stop joking around. We, the 3 fighting mushroom brothers, have been at war for a long time because of a certain incident. But I'm the evil kunai, and I don't want to make up with the other 2. I'm sorry, but you'll have to leave. Or what? You want me to obey you by any means necessary? Yes. Well, that's interesting. If you can do it, then come ahead and try. Your party is gathered. Not the shroom gas. Select the difficulty. Oh, it just melts. Oh, Kazapstrophe immediately. That did not do all that much, as much damage as I was worried it would. Put your disruptive wave away. Well, gotta love that disruptive wave. Alma Master angry at Excellent. Will stop it. Oh, did I actually get it? Let's go! Don't kill him. How much damage can I do at this level? A solid 5,000? Got it. Okay. Woohoo! Max tension, Blade of Ultimate Power! I'm so tired of it. I know you're serious, but I really am the evil. I'm just a good I'm not really evil. I'm just a good giant who wanted to be friends with Pukulipo, who lives here. It's the brother's fault I ended up like this. That day I was making it rain to build a giant swimming pool for the Pukulipo to play in, but all of a sudden it got cold with all the rain froze. If only my brothers hadn't done such a thing, because I wouldn't stand it. I yelled at the green giant. Wow, this guy's got an accent or something, because it's flipping out. Ghost, you can look at your magazines later. We gotta go. With Dragon Ball in the future? I'm kind of surprised they really haven't. There's probably some Japanese thing where they did it. I'd be shocked otherwise. Trunks for DQX, lol. I mean, cosplay events don't count because it's very easy to make Trunks in DQX. The jam was not leaked? What? Did I miss some Guilty Gear news or something? Trim started talking. Don't get my hopes up. Don't get my hopes up. She's been in the code since day one. Don't get my hopes up. Abba somehow is leaked, but Jam isn't. I mean, I kind of figured we might be seeing Abba since she was mentioned in Asuka's story mode or arcade mode, but that's kind of disappointing because there's only 4 characters this season, and we can pretty much guarantee it was Johnny Slayer. There was one more that was like in the code. Now, Johnny and Slayer were the only 2 we had confirmed, so unless it's like somebody's not making it, and it might be Dizzy, it might be Abba, and it might be Jam. One of those 3 is not happening. Odd that Kai married Dizzy. I know, it's not odd that Kai married Dizzy. Been playing the game, all the games, and gone through all their stories at least. But, I'll just never get to play Strive. It's okay, chat. Like some Guilty Gear age. I mean, yeah, Gears age completely differently. Ow! Okay, we got a coup de grace on deck. Got it. Oh, right, that's the jump move. Ugh. Like Jam, since I think Jam did like Kai. Jam still likes Kai. However, again, are you fucking serious? It was not reciprocated. Let's get rid of that tension. Rip Jam, yeah. Why can't I wire him with that? Don't know. Ew, Annie's got a tension lock? Ew. I'm just gonna keep moral mashing you. Sir? Oh, I parried! Let's go! Jump! Ugh. Oh, hi! You angry, a little old me? Oh, Lord have mercy. Here it comes! That death? Whew. Oh, thank goodness. I'll have to look at this Abo leak later. Ugh. Yeah, like, there's one part of me that's, I don't want it to be true, but seeing as Jam has been in the code since launch, and her model was actually removed at some point. It is no longer in the code. Suggests that we might not be getting her this game. Which blows. Testament and Exert, if I recall. Same thing. Oof. What's weirder to me, though, is that her model, the one that was in Strive's code, is not her Exert model. It has a Strive poly count. It is a updated higher res model, which makes it even weirder. It'd be one thing if it was just like the Exert model, but it's not. Yeah, that's what makes it weirder, is because, like, you don't make the whole ass character model and then not put her in the game. For example, like, also in Strive, you have Shenron's head from Dragon Ball FighterZ, and you have Exert Soul Bad Guy's whole ass model in there too. Neither of those are used. Oh, jeez. Shenron, for obvious reasons, it's the wrong game, and so it makes me wonder why they have the Exert Soul model in there. It's gotta be Swole. Swole Testament. That's a completely different direction. Granted, everybody was kind of swole in Exert. Static gone, I take it? Good. Okay, Carl, have fun dying. Oh, only... Why does wind magic suck, man? Right, he turns into the bug. That hit me. Yep. Ugh. It's like the only time that is actually activated today. And she's a free agent in the fictional carriage marriage pool. Okay, so Street Fighter makes me laugh because people like to point out that Chun-Li's in her 50s, but they retconned those birthdays. You know they did. It's the reason they don't, like, haven't put a year on those in any way, shape, or form. And, like, I don't think the character relationships matter too much, per se. Jam isn't entirely relevant to the plot of Guilty Gear. Would you like to explain? Yeah. But to say she did nothing, sort of like, say, Bullet and BlazBlue would also be wrong. Story stuff, but they never retcon ages. I don't know. Chun-Li does not look like a 50-year-old woman. I fired him up the ice for that reason. If so, I would like to hear the reason. He's drying his laundry. Oh, was that the wrong one? Was it the barbecue? Building a pool. Just jumped the gun. We all got mad at each other. Go figure. Wait, do I have to go talk to the other mushrooms? I forget. I shouldn't have been skipping. Yeah. Setting the giants join. Let's persuade the other giants. Ugh. Asians never age. Yeah, Sakurai's immortal. Actually, Sakurai finally hit that age where it starts hitting him like a truck. Yo, Kusanagi. Still, I'd be shocked if Capcom hasn't retconned those birthdays. Because here's the thing a lot of people don't realize. Street Fighter 2 is one of the later games in the timeline, and Street Fighter 6 is happening after Street Fighter 3. Because Ryu is training with, what's his name? The, like, guy with one arm. Bullshit retcons is the fact that Nash should technically exist in Alpha 3 since he died in Alpha 2. Yeah! Before he got zombied in Street Fighter 5. Why did he put out my fire? What was the reason? He was building a pool. Why did he light a fire? Or why did he freeze it? They were building an ice skating rink. Gotta convince the last giant. Gil's people brought him back. Yeah. I wouldn't say my Street Fighter knowledge goes as deep as somebody like, I think probably Ghost knows more than I do, but I know some basic surface level stuff, like Timeline. Is Timeline surface level? It might not be surface level. I was really into the Street Fighter lore at one point, but... it was years ago. I think I was still in high school. Give Dash the W he needed. Oof. Back in the day. You're more of an SNK fan. Approach the rain. They were building an ice skating rink. Wanted a barbecue. Some united minds of all three mushrooms. Goated. Here especially. Wonderful powder dances from somewhere. Fighting layer and EX fighting layer. Nice. Fungi spores, key item. Let's go back to the Ice Realm Tower. First, I'm gonna go restore my MP and all that jazz. All right, while I'm doing this. Guilty Gear, Strive, Abba, Leak. January 8th, 2022. Oh, lol. Okay, that's not it. Filters. Tools. Past week. What are the chances of these characters, season 3 and onward? This is, what do you mean from the past week of this saying season, oh, we are in season 3. Cam Berry. Playable characters, would you like to see in Guilty Gear Strive? Select up to 3. Yeah, Jam doesn't make the top 5 in any of the regions. It's a lot of Slayer and Abba and Dizzy. But I'm not seeing any leak. Where did you find this? Hey, DeQuack. What up? Oh well, I'll deal with that later. Boop, boop. Where did Nick move the, I think he's in the middle of seasonal renovations again. Same guy who leaked Sin and Johnny. If you can find that, slap it my way. And yeah, they found Johnny months ago. I remember seeing him without his hat, like, or any of his textures, just the model. Ice Tower. Only thing I will find right now is drama. Oh god, what's happening? Carrying in the Potemkin fandom, carrying the game. Everything on the weight of Potemkin's shoulders. Oh dang it, I didn't check my mail. Oh well. Yes, that's a Puku. I know they are foreign to you currently, Estella. Oh, excellent, you've returned. So have you found any clues? 2 years or so, hasn't it? Maybe. I don't know. You, a gamer. Sup, Braun? Excellent explained that they received the fungi spores in Estoltia. So this is what they meant by uniting the hearts of the 3 mushrooms. Try sprinkling those spores on the mushrooms there. That should open the way for us. Isn't that the fighting game community as a whole? I should not be reading my chat when it's not on screen. It's going to be real funny for the YouTube end. I'm going to shut up now. Now these spores can get everybody high. And I mean that literally. Whoa, what an amazing sight. It seems that we've passed the trial. Thank you once again, Liberator. Come on, let's climb up there. I think it's weirder that she uses your title there and not your name. What was... Version 3 is kind of the finale of your character just standing there with that glossed over look on their face. Seems the tower holds many mysterious mechanisms that are prepared to test those who wish to connect the realms. I'm certain the place we were just in a few moments ago was just an illusion created by whoever built this tower. We won't know what will happen from here, so let's proceed with caution. I'll tell you what will happen, Estella. The same damn thing that's going to happen another 4 times. The tower. Yeah, and Square Enix, going back to chat here. No, they didn't just announce a title for DQ12 and dip. Square Enix is infamous for announcing games way too damn early. Let's not forget, we waited 9 years from the announcement of Kingdom Hearts 3 to its playable state. Elder Scrolls 7, but 6 hasn't even come out yet. This seems fun, bouncing on the mushrooms? Probably. Oh, tower, I don't think. The Quack, was it 6? Oh, no, wait, okay. You're correcting the Elder Scrolls thing, not the Kingdom Hearts line. Let's see, we got the trailer for Kingdom Hearts. We got the announcement of Kingdom Hearts 3, I think in 2011, and then the trailer in like 2013. That was a wait. What's going on with 3 2D HD? Exactly. Really just one of the frames who says, yo, long time no talk, and meanwhile, you have no idea who they are anymore. Granted, it's not just Square Enix. A lot of companies do that. Grand Blue Fantasy Relink was announced in 2016. Wait, I can't use my dollar board in this one? Why could I in the Fire Tower? Why can I not suddenly in the Ice Tower? They didn't announce it during Shiver COVID. Yeah. What are you? Excellent touch to the light of grace. Felt warm. The gate to the upper level is opened by 2 vases. If we give them the golden light of life, they will blossom. It was during the 35th anniversary stream. That infamous 30th anniversary stream. For Dragon Quest 12 soonish. Yeah. I'm gonna push the button again. Anytime you mention localization or the 35th anniversary stream, I push the button.
There are no plans for a worldwide release.
Not seen a thing. Yep, excellent touch to the mysterious device. The device seemed activated by illusion of warm light. It's for a worldwide release. Yep. After, like, here's the thing. The reason that, like, for anybody who isn't entirely in the know, the reason that live stream was so infamous is because they announced, and the stream went live 30 minutes early for Japan. And during that time, they were specifically showcasing things that were Japan-exclusive products with no plans to bring to the West. Yet they waited till the worldwide audience was welcomed into the stream when they started the broadcast everywhere else to play the version 6 and offline trailers. Why? If you had to then make an edit that says there are no plans for a worldwide release, why did you do that? Just to rub it in, I swear. Yeah, it's so mean. So far from that stream that was released in the West is Treasures. Oh, was that? God, was Treasures announced that long ago too? Oof. Man. Well, 3 is a remake and a mainline that's not an MMO. There was no doubt. The Light of Life was streaming upward to the gate of the, like, they also have significantly less work to do in a localization on that one. Goddamn, Erasal mobile game hasn't released in English. I don't want to suffer waiting. It'll be released like Joker 2. Ayo. I think they're a little bit more confident in mainline Dragon Quest games. Yeah, the what? The Eraser game? Is that one Keshi Keshi, or is Keshi Keshi a different thing? Ugh. I am falling asleep. Ugh. I will be right back. I'm not going to be gone long enough to bother putting up the BRB screen. I'm going to be like a minute. Monsters 3 is actually coming with online. Really? It was announced a few months ago. Yep. That's how you should be doing it. Announce games like a month or two before they go gold. When you know. Don't be Capcom and promise Legends 3 and get fan involvement and then cancel it. The goal of the green flame, the glow of the green flame will, for a short while, give light guidance to the unseen path. Do I need a stick for this? Laughs in KOTOR remake. Wasku Wabbit. We find that green flame, we find Dr. Wywee. You just say, don't be Capcom, considering DMC 5 and Street Fighter 6. Capcom was certainly an era. Oh, pre-DMC. I would argue that change so actually, I would look up Maximilian Dude. He has some fantastic videos on this and the shakeups at Capcom and their internal staff and the leading projects. That change started as far back as Monster Hunter World. And you can see it. Your Mega Man 11s, your Resident Evil remakes. Capcom is in a much better place than it was mid-2011 when everybody was calling them Crapcom. On their shit, yeah. Why can I not use my board in this tower, but I can in every other tower? Love Mega Man. Oh, you and me both. Changes of Street Fighter 5, the good it did to help. Even hard to play another $50 each. Rest characters each. Yeah, Street Fighter 5 was kind of the fighting game division was the last one to see the changes. Online bad servers that disconnect you from single player. No? Like Monster Hunter World, for example, can straight up be played by yourself. You can opt out of the multiplayer at any time. Street Fighter 6 looks kind of ugly. I'm somewhere in the middle. I do think the RE engine is fantastic for environmental effects. When it comes to facial animations, not so much. Yeah, no, I cannot stand the forced online single player. Luke looks actually better than he did in Street Fighter. Oh yeah, no, Luke looks fantastic. Most of the characters I think look great. Just certain facial expressional close-ups in RE Engine games in general look kind of weird. It's there's some uncanny valley in there. Flashbacks to the flashbacks to the handler looking dead into the camera whenever you cook in the field in Monster Hunter World. And that was pre-RE Engine. Oh god, it's the Dango Girl in Rise. Makes me uncomfortable. The Switch lowering of the graphical fidelity in the RE Engine was not kind to her. Damn creature from hell. DM'd? Oh, is it just Poppy saying Dragon Quest? Yeah, okay. Not wanting to do DQX. They wanted to do well, they're just freaking idiots. 11 did fantastic. They didn't capitalize. They are constantly changing things around in their localization, and just, they can't keep anything straight. They refuse to stick to a single marketing plan, and they keep trying to market DQ as something it's not. You can market Dragon Quest as Dragon Quest. People like Dragon Quest. I also firmly believe the insanely large amount of people that have referred to Dragon Quest as traditional over the years has damaged its reputation. People are instinctively, immediately going to think that Dragon Quest is some grindy shitfest of a game that you're gonna spend 10 hours grinding just to get anywhere. And while that's arguably true for 6 and 7 and some of the older games, the newer content, it's not. Is it traditional? Yes. Dragon Quest is an old school RPG. It is the father for a reason. But I think that makes people discount the amount of quality of life that's just piled onto it. So every time somebody says it's traditional, you're giving someone the wrong idea. Square Enix is also afraid of the release of turn-based games. Nah, because they released Bravely Default, Octopath Traveler, and a bunch of other things that did fantastically well. I like how there's two different types of people in this chat immediately. There's Xantz, who hates DQX with a freaking passion, and then I don't know how Ghost feels about it. Considering he's saying it's based, I'm going to assume he likes it. I really like the character designs in 6. I'll play it at some point. Oof. And thus they were bitter enemies from here on out. And you're allowed to be wrong. Oof. Oh yeah, no, the designs are fantastic. I really want to play DQ4. That's like the next mainline that I haven't played that I want to. Just there's not really an easy, definitive way to play it. I know there's a mod for the 3DS version that gives it back the party chat that's only in the mobile, but I'm not super confident in setting that up. A 4? The 3DS? Does 4 have a 3DS version? I didn't think it did. Oh, I remember this. The floor is an invitation of fall. Only those who found the right path will find glory. Yeah, really. I guess I got confused. Oh, did I say 3DS? Oops. Yeah, I also really want that DQ8 full remaster, like all the 3DS content, restore the presentation. And even that restore the presentation comes with an asterisk, because the Japanese version of the 3DS did have the orchestrated soundtrack. But give it back the better full cel-shaded visuals and fix the movement. I forget how this works. Is there a button that I go to, or is it just... Oh! Okay, it's the one that flashes that are the fakes. Okay, it's been a minute. Really need to replay this, but I'm gonna have to wait. But I have a new PC for it, because it's starting to be difficult to play anything now. Ooh, the PC dying. Nothing worse than a PC starting to die. Don't step on the glowing squares. Yeah, I put that together. Felt warm. Oh, dang it. I wasn't looking. Castle Oblivion ass staircase. So long since I played DQ6 and 7, 2018 to be exact, so maybe if I replay it, I might like it a bit more than I did back then. Well, knowing where a bit of the BS is one thing, but I don't know if that'll save the grind that is the class system. I'm forced to watch at 420p now. I'm buying one for the new year when I'm going to buy the game again and play it. I already got the Discord, so I'm ready to install. Hell yeah! Well, good luck to you when that time comes, but in the meantime, that blows. You have my condolences. This one right in front of me, Yep, okay. This one has to be safe, meaning I need to go out, around. It's not gonna be the straight one, right? Yeah, so it's gonna be this way since that's blocked, meaning Anytime I bring up my dislike of those two games, it always boils down to the vocation system. I'm aware, that's why I brought it up. EQ11 is fun as heck. But B6 location system is not that bad, honestly, especially since you can do hilarious... Oh, the vocation system is not the problem. It's the level up of the vocation system. I got downgraded because of the Switch. Oof. It's like the freaking... Yeah. Where this requires 10 battles to level up, and then it doubles. Now it requires 20 battles to level up. Only beef with it, otherwise it wasn't so bad. 3DS fixes it kind of. The fact that there are no ways to speed up the grinding is so fucking bad. Yeah, that's the thing you play with cheat code. Oh, is that everything? The stairs activated? Yeah? Yeah, am I down on this floor? I wasn't paying attention to that cutscene. I was reading chat. Hey boys, don't mind me. I'm just coming in here for this black chest. Oh, and it's a blank card? Neat. What do you think the color of the 12 protagonist hair will be? Red? Maybe? That's a good question. I have no idea. Ah. I think red would be neat. I don't think they'd go white. I don't think they'd go white. It's too close to the Luminaries, kind of lavenderish. They're gonna want it to stand out. That and Flames of Fate, I'm gonna guess red too. White for spin-off boys only, lol. Maybe generic brown or black. Would they risk it looking too much like 10? Ha! You tried! Meaning it's this way. Oh, I did not let go of my stick in time. That one's on me. It's so funny to me, because, like, Tenkun looks so... looks a little basic, but it's like, it's such a work. The design just works so well, because it's so solid. I don't have any bias whatsoever. I don't know what you're talking about. The 10th and 8th heroes aren't my favorites. Who told you that? Simple and clean. Well, that and he has like 2 canonical outfits. It's funny to me how your character and Lunch's look very protagonist-like. Yeah, Lunch has it nailed. His character looks so good. I really like the way his character looks. I think it's in my party right now. Hold on. Yeah, he's got his warrior. Look at this boy. Very Dragon Quest protagonist. I really like Lunch's character. See, and I design my characters to look like me, if I can. So, for me, it's just kind of a coincidence that the hairstyle that has the 2-way part just happens to be the default. New here, just spin-off protagonists. Ew. Everyone playing this, to be honest. Everyone, yeah. What would that make me? What is DQX Sans? The random NPC in a tavern that is like way better designed than they have any right to be? Only because you're just like using the default level 90 gear look? I think it's more of a... what's the word I'm looking for? Musketeer than a pirate. You get in every game, who gets to spin off and becomes famous. Ew. You've done it, Carl. You made it. Is that a ladder? What hit me? I've had people tell me that they just call the Tenkun, they just call him Excellent because of how close it looks. Which is really funny. But, I don't know, I think Tenkun has a decent enough design. I do, however, in, like... I kind of wish they would update Tenkun's in-game look. Because he has a way he looks, the way they have his model in-game. I wish they'd update the eyes to reflect the version 6 intro, which somebody did a while back, and it looks so much better. I'm gonna pull that up in just a second, because I hate the default eyes that they used for Tenkun. Tenkun's secret brother, lol. Where is this? Pull up my phone. I just pulled this up the other day. That's a good meme. Boop, boop. Discord. Select a channel. Screen. Shots in Excellence. Vacant lot of a server. see here.
Woo.
So right here, you have, like, this is what they usually animate him as in-game on the right. And even in the version 6 material with, like, the screenshots, this is the face they go with. But then in version 6, they upped the hazel in his eyes. And so there's a bunch of people that are saying it should be this, just maybe not with that level of thick eyebrows. Like, so make the eyebrows a little less thick and go with these eyes, and you've got it. And that looks so much better than this. I can't stand it. That said, I do like the art style for the version 1 animated, the version like 1 through 5 animated intros way more than the version 6 very Korean MMO looking one. And the CGI stuff always caught me off guard. Ayo. All right, is this another punishment floor? I think this is another punishment floor. We can go higher. The sapling layer. I'm actually really excited because they're probably going to show the intro for version 6 before for version 7 before version 6 finishes. They did it from 4 to 5 and they did it from 6 or from 5 to 6. So, oh, this room's so cool. I remember this. There you are. BB at the top. All right. Right, with a mustache. Yeah, that's Ghost's monster. I remember the ice. No wonder. Okay. Like, I remember the gimmick of every single tower except for this one, and I kind of know why now. I wouldn't really call this a gimmick as much as it is walking in a straight line until you get the things. I'ma say it, Ice Tower kind of mid. Nodra grass. The Fire Tower has the benefit of, like, the light and dark gimmick and being the first one. So it being a little basic is okay. Ice Tower is kind of eh. Like, this is cool, but I'm just going in the path the game wants me to. I'm not really doing anything special. Then you have the Darkness Tower with the multicolored flame torches that you gotta mix the colors to get through. Wind Tower is the best tower out of all of them. The Water Tower has some cool water fountain puzzles that will not be nearly as frustrating now that I can read. Don't mind me, fellas. Just coming through. This game knows... After playing Sea of Stars all week, it's kind of refreshing to have a monster go, I'm just going to stand here and not aggro. I actually ran into him in this regard. Because your level is so much higher. But even monsters in, like, the beginning area will still aggro you in Sea of Stars. That's probably, like, my only real complaint. Give it like a month, see if people figure out what the hell the flimsy hammers do in Sea of Stars, and then we'll maybe do that. Yeah, I'd say this tower's bigger challenge is hilariously outside of it. The mushrooms were harder than this tower is. Alright, here we go. I think this is the last floor. No, this looks like another punishment floor. We got one more. Yeah, that's definitely a punishment floor. Show me the wisdom you have learned thus far. When the light of the fire will reach the ice crystals. Light of the fire? Do again? Or did you just take me? Over here? Okay. Phantom Priest ring. Nope. Actually, yeah. Nope, I every time. Every time, I will check the back of the staircase. Yeah, I just looped back. Why is this the only tower that your Dueler board can't be used in? I've said it 5 times, and I'm still questioning it. Do you believe Dragon Quest has alternate realities? Yes. I do not think there's, like, one timeline. I don't even think most of the timeline theories people have put on the table is all that good. Like, we know for a fact 11, 1, 2, and 3 are all in the same world, with the order of events going 11, 3, 1, 2. I'm not well-versed enough in 4, 5, and 6 to know how they relate at all. I think 8 is related to 3 somehow, but Imperia herself, or Rumia, says she travels between multiple worlds just like this one at the end of DQ8. Then, of course, you have the whole DQ8 and 9 debacle. I do not think they are related. They are very, very similar, have very similar themes. But as I said earlier in the stream, and I will say it again, if you are a Dragon Quest IX fan, you do not want Dragon Quest IX to be related to Dragon Quest X, because there's only one way for that to happen, and it involves your world getting nuked. What about Builders 1 and 2? As far as I'm aware, Builders 2 is related to Dragon Quest 2, is it not? With Malrov? I haven't played it, so... aim for the top, sometimes need to aim for the bottom. Yeah. Yeah, I remember. You want to aim for the top, you gotta aim for the bottom. Little on the nose. Nine got nuclear warfare? No, not quite literally. That involves a version 6 spoiler. I will say it if you want, but, you have been warned. The last time I brought it up, it was why we were in between recordings, so I'm trying not to just drop insane spoilers during the YouTube recordings. I already played both 7. All right, so for those who don't want the spoiler, mute the next 15 seconds. Starting now. The world Luciana fled from when she created Estoltia is an unnamed world that we don't know the context of. It was assimilated / destroyed by the telecrystals as they were fleeing it. It no longer exists as it was before, which suggests that it was completely destroyed by them. You're good to unmute. But, so if that's the case, that's the only way they can be related. The only way. Other than that, the timeline and the world origin story conflicts with 9 even being there. And that's the short, not going into details version. But, yeah. Seems to have stepped on something like a switch. A teleport crystal has appeared that allows the user to go from the lower levels. If they fall down, they can come back up. Like, maybe I'll go into detail again once we're not in the background recording, but... Way of salvation has been offered. Step undauntedly into the hollow. You lied to me. Oh, wait, that's right. We have to test it anyway. Test what? The world ending like that? Okay. Aha! The light! So world go boom boom? To put it bluntly, yes. More like it, again, mute for the next 5 seconds if you don't want the spoilers. More like it had all of its creation energy that the gods used to maintain the world sucked out of it and used as sustenance. Oh, we did? This has got to have a green path, right? We're just gonna go... No? No, because it's for a chest. How do I get to that last... This will catch me if I drop off. I don't think we've been in that one, which will connect back to that one. Yeah, okay. Oh, dang it, I did already go in this one. Shoot. You deserve this. I don't even know if, like, we don't... Again, that's if they are related. I personally hope they're not, because, again, rip Dragon Quest IX fans. But within 10's world lore, that is the only place 9 could be. The last staircase, and I do not remember. Let's see. I have the light, so I just need to figure out where the thing is. I think it's over here. Maybe. Where is the last torch? We've already come this way. Oh, the towers. Dun, dun, dun. Where is it? Do I have to take the thing to the bottom? Step undauntedly into the hollow. There it is, okay. Only one different flicker of light will lead to 3? Lead thee to glory. don't think it's that one. Aw, dang it. Wrong one! And not being able to use the dueler board in here makes this so much worse! Oh, is that what you're for? Thank you. I thought it was all the way at the bottom of the tower, not like, Good. Okay, so it was the side ones, right? Yeah. And there isn't a staircase on this side? Yeah. Dang it, twice. I did it twice. I'm like, no, it's gonna be this first one. And I still experimented. Why do I do this? I knew that was the wrong one, and I took it anyway. Oh, dang. I hadn't even considered what the thumbnail for these are going to be. You. Yeesh. Do I not have the light? I thought I had the last light I needed. Ugh. Wham. Gotta check the stairs. One of these days there will be a chest. Haha! He's just wiling off in the snow. Well, summon brush. I don't know. I'm still not very good at making thumbnails, but if you look at my recent ones, you can see the exact moment when Ryan stopped doing them for me and I started doing them. Because his are way better. Ugh. That, and I don't have Photoshop because it's expensive. So the third-party software that I was recommended for image editing. Why is a drop shadow something I have to make a whole separate source to put on text, GIMP? Why are you a garbage program? GIMP is the right name. You're gimping the artist. Pixel, I don't know. I don't know. I've got what works for now. It gets the job done. That's what matters. Pixeler? Maybe I'll need to look into that one, because it's probably better than the crap I'm using. It didn't take me all the way up. Oh, I still have to do the... Okay, you know, hold on. Let me off. Let me out. Let me out. Let me take the warp. I can't take the warp. I have to fall into it. That's annoying. Colors. Huh. Yeah, then I don't know what that software is. Ugh. Final lap. Let's go. Sheesh. One more time up around. missed that once on my first playthrough, where I just fell too much to the side and had to go all the way back up. I was not happy. Almost there. So close. Yeah, no. Ice Tower is my least favorite. 100% can say that now. This tower sucks. I like every other tower but this one. Just kind of feel like I'm having my time wasted by this one. Specifically because I can't use my dollar board for some reason. What the f- No other tower does that. Why are you like this? Okay, now I actually have to make it through this. So, do, ba-do, 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 ba-dee. Okay. Oh. We done? No? If you wish to challenge the final trial that awaits you, pour the power of your blessings into the crystal. The path to the final trial will be opened when you touch the legendary green thumb, your poster child of salvation, to whom I share my power. I hate this tower. You have to deactivate them all and take the warp. Let's make sure this works first. Bro, this is the worst tower. Hands down, this is the worst tower. So you gotta take the energy back while working your way back down and then warp back to the top. It's annoying. And of course, you can't use your dollar board, so it takes literally 3 times as long. What's this way? This is the way to the boss. All right, well, I'll be back, Ghost. Keep hanging in there. Sheesh. I'm gonna get old walking across these stairs. Okay. We start with you. Come here. Activated? Well, how do I take them back? Wait. Do I have to start from the bottom and go up? No, because that will shut down the staircases. How long have they been there waiting? This entire tower. I don't remember how to do this. Oh, to Lil Shurat? So I leave the tower and come back? Eesh. How do I get off of here? I don't like that. Deletes the energy. Right. You know, hold on. Screw walking. Yeah, it did say that. I just wasn't paying attention. Ugh. That eternal feels bad moment where it's legitimately faster to warp to Magistress, to take up a Zoom Witch, to warp somewhere else. Pain. Agony. Constant pain. Oh, look, a Husa cosplayer. With butterfly wings. Away we go. Whew, okay. Almost there. The tree's grace doesn't bloom well. Oops. Oh, excellent. Have you come back to the village for something? I'm managing just fine. Huh? You want me to touch something? That's dangerous. Excellent explained to Lil Sharat about the ice crystals in the ice tower. I see. Excellent has his own reasons. In that case, it can't be helped. I understand. Besides, maybe it's because I've been thinking about it since then. But prepare yourself. Okay, here we go. You gotta have the green thumb touch you. So I'm not getting any energy from Excellent after all. Now it works the other way around. Share some of your power with him, oh green one. What? I don't know, but I'll give it a try. Lil Sharat. Lo and behold, Excellent was endowed with the power of grace. Lil Sharat poured her power into Excellent. Wow, I was wondering if it might be possible, but it seems I've been able to freely use my power. Thanks to you, Excellent, I've realized it. But what was that voice I heard earlier? I had a strange nostalgic feeling. I don't really know. I'm sure that Excellent's business is almost finished, right? I'm glad I could be of some help. I'm rooting for you. If you need anything else, please come back to the village anytime. Oh, and don't worry about that foreshadow. We'll get there. We'll get there. Okay. At long last, we can put the ice tower behind us. Ha ha! Ice slide and stuff. Almost there. Oh, I gotta talk to this. You wish to challenge the final trial that awaits you. Pour the power of your blessing into the crystal. Touch the crystal. Touch it. His favorite parts of version 3. I think I only dislike this one. Touch the ice crystals. A mysterious voice spoke in Excellent's head. Congratulations! It seems you have successfully found the green thumb and shared the power of and had them share their power of blessing with you. I am Pinaheto, the god of the Paklipo, and I am delivering my words to you in a distant time, with a little of my intention of this ice crystal fruit. Well, thank you for your attention. The fact that you've made it this far means that you possess an iron spirit that can withstand even the freezing cold. A good eye for meditating fights between giants. A brilliant mind for solving the tower tricks, and high morale for that earns the trust of the green thumb. How wonderful for having created a trial that can find one such as you. I recognize you as the one who connects the realms. Now is the time to show your way to the final trial. Comparison to version 4 dungeons. I really like the other towers. This was a bit slog. Yeah, the ice one I think is the only one that I don't like. And it's because of how much back and forth you have to do. The water one has some fantastic water-based puzzles. The wind one is just fun. The fire one is the first one, so it kind of gets a pass at being a little easy. And the darkness tower. Ugh. Water temple. Ayo. No, the water one's really fun. Your party has gathered. And I'm saying that when I had to play it with a language barrier, so maybe I'll like it even more. We don't have to bail Tobias out of this one. Oh, nice goggles, Ghost. Ye who seek to remove the wedge of ice, struck by the merciful Pinaheto, challenge me and show me thy strength. Only then will the path to the Dark Realm open before thee. This must be the tower's final trial. Excellent? No. Liberator. This time I will assist you as I can. So far, I've only had to rely on your strength, so please allow me to help you, even if it's just a little. Let us overcome this final trial, and together, we shall open the way to the Dark Realm. There's the thumbnail. At least for the second part. I have an idea of what I'm going to use for the thumbnail for the first one. I kind of want to use the shot about Dustin about to take a vine up the ass. Either that or Lisharat doing her little fingers on the cheek. Ooh, do we have a cast off? That defense is going to be an... Oh, wait. No, his defense went down, not up. Coming disc. that one got me. Not quite a full heal. I don't want to stand next to this. Move! He's dead? Or am I dead? Ah, confusion. Any day that wants to wear off. Of course, right, you have to kill them both. No. No over limit. Received the ice unlocking disc. Thank goodness, we were able to get the disc this time too. I suppose it's the key to connecting the realms. Just like the disc from the fire tower. That was the first time we fought together, and I was worried I'd slow you down, but I was glad I was able to help. I will continue to do my best helping you. So please do not hesitate to call on my help should you need it. Let's be on our way then. We should insert the disc right away. I was also told that the ruins outside of this tower also have a pedestal for inserting the disc into. Wagon mommy? Lol. You know what? Yeah. Oh, I did not get a chance to play the alert box. That's the reason I turned it back on, so we could see the animation, but during cutscene, I guess I'll keep that off. Thank you for the follow, Wolfmeister. And welcome to stream. You put the disc into the hollow like last time. The path to the Dark Realm should open. I'll go and report this to the Order. Are we already out of cutscene? Then back on it goes. But, this crystal, don't need that. I have plenty of those. Door, there's the door. What are you doing that for? It's just gonna get refilled in a minute anyway. Don't worry about using those on me. Version 7 hype? There is indeed version 7 hype. MP item cleanup. Okay, that's fair, you know. We all have too many MP items. Very, very hyped for that, but we still gotta get through 6.5b before that is even a twinkle in our eye. It's weird, because it's obscure as in older games. Meanwhile, in X, you just get them so easily. Yeah, but that's because the MP economy in DQX being an MMO is entirely different. Case in point, the fact that, Kerplunk doesn't take all of your MP. What version story is this? This is currently version 3. 3.2 specifically, though we just finished, we'll be finishing 3.2 with this next cutscene and a half, so. This is my second file. I'm caught up on my main. I'd like to put the ice unlocking disc in the thing. Thank you for waiting. I've brought the order here with me. Dragged the old man all the way here? Nope, just Tobias. Gotcha. It's more barefoot wifers. Lord. It's been some time, Liberator. I've recovered from my injuries with the Silver Slayer, so I'm back on my feet once more. While I recovered, you defeated the Silver Slayer, conquered the Ice Tower, and are even about to open the way to the Dark Realm. I apologize that I can't be of more help to you. Oh, don't stress it. You have a Gaiden quest that makes you such a great character. I mean, what? Don't worry, Tobias. You will have ample chance to prove yourself later. For now, let's rejoice that the path is opened. At last, the third of the 5 divided realms, half of Nodragrand, will be connected. Please put the disc into the hollow, Excelin. Just tosses it. That's what it looks like when you do the funny hand animation. Nice unlocking disc into the pedestal's hollow. Please insert disc 2, yeah. Guys, it didn't work. The Banjo-Kazooie cartridge can't come out in the allotted time to get the iced key. We're stuck here. Thank you, Liberator. Because of you, we are one step closer to salvation for all of Nadravians. With the realms connected and our god restored, the Nadravians will surely be saved. Nothing would make me happier. The Order will survey the gate to make sure it's working properly. We must also clear the way for the Liberator. Please be advised that we will be closing this area off as we did the Ice Realm. Sorry, Excelin. It's by request of the Patriarch. For now, please get some rest. I will return to the Fire Realm. The Patriarch wanted you to have this as a thank you for opening the way to the Dark Realm. Please accept it. Please take care of yourself. I look forward to your success in the Dark Realm as well. Where's it gonna put me out? Oh, nope, still cutscene. Oh, Claus, yeah. I see you've returned. That's so. At last, even the Dark Realm has... I'm concerned about Excelin, too. But we mustn't forget that we have our own matters to take care of. Right now, we finally found its whereabouts. The place where the core of creation, the source of all things, is hidden. There's your 3.3 Ts. Nope, we still get the other one with Orstov. Half of Nodragrand has been connected. We are that much closer to fulfilling our long-awaited dream. O flickering flame, show us now the glimmer of light that the Liberator grasps within their hands. The dawn of our people still seems quite far. The Liberator's path will be fraught with many hardships. However, the light of guidance will surely be brought upon us. O great Nadraga, may you continue to protect your people. Now let me old man down these stairs for the second time this stream. Ugh. All right, and it's for the answer chat. No, you cannot bang the dragon, mommy. Dang it, the cutscene's not over. I'm glad I made it in time. You're the one who's guarding the gate to the Ice Realm, correct? What happened? You seem to be in a hurry. Yes, you are correct. I was guarding that gate. My name is Clog. I probably butchered that. I have something to report to you both. Of course, please go on. Yes, not too long ago, a teleportal appeared not too far away from where I was stationed. Oh, now we get it. Okay. It appeared so suddenly, so I was quite surprised. I heard you two were here, so I rushed over to report it to you. A teleportal, Sudden appearance definitely is curious. I understand. Please continue to investigate this matter. Well, regarding that, I'd like to ask for help from you both, as I'm not confident in handling it all by myself. I see. Understood. I will ask the Liberator to assist us as well. Thank you for your report. Please wait for us at your post. Yes, roger that. Please excuse me. You heard all that just now, yes? I may be a little concerned about what Klaj said, if I may ask you. Would you please go see Klaj and see what's going on? I know that you must be exhausted, but we really need your help. Klaj should be in the northernmost part of the Ice Realm. It's the first place you'd arrive when coming from the Fire Realm Gate. I understand that you must be busy, but doing this is very much appreciated. I will leave it to you. Okay, there we go. All right, let's see. Catching up on chat here. Listen, if there was a marriage system in X, I would. Well, yeah, I think a lot of people would. What would happen if X wasn't an MMO but DLC? That would be DQX offline then? Still doubt it. Favorite part is coming up. The darkness coming. This is an offline light version of this. Offline doesn't even get to version 3, and it never will. Also got party chat. It means Annie gets more screen time. Oh, geez. Right at the end, too. Static has arrived. Yeah, so offline only covers up through version 2, and then save data transfers back to the MMO. And yes, I am hyped for the Die game. For now, we are going to deal with that warp thing at the start of our next alt-run stream. This tower went longer than I would have liked. Lol. But as always, guys, I think that is where we are going to stop. We're going to do it at the same time today. So if you are on the YouTube archive in a few weeks from when this is streamed live, or if you're on Twitch, this is where we're going to end today. So as always, I hope that you have a fantastic time zone. Stay excellent. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you next time.